Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. And I know it's been a minute, and I know I keep saying that over and over and over again, and that I'm gonna get back to the channel over and over and over again. But I'm finally at a point where that isn't a lie this time. I'll be back. I am officially back as of right now. And I am back because of this, which I'll show you in a second. First, I'd like you to see these. Some cars I painted up. The idea is that they're going to be some stuff that gets put on a few more of these auto racks. So, I'm not going to bother y'all with where have I been, because I want to make this video nice, short and sweet, all that great stuff. So I just want to cover where we're going to go. It doesn't matter where we've been, it just matters where we're going to go. And that's where these here come in. We're just going to lay them out on top of everything. These right here are some drawn up plans. They're probably not going to be the easiest thing in the world to see. Adjust the exposure a little bit. And these are plans, very, very rough sketches, literally from memory. I wasn't even here whenever I drew these out. These are rough sketches of what the potential expansion plan is going to be. I am 100% in need of more space, and therefore we're taking the layout into that other room right there. Exactly how we do that, I'm not certain yet. That's why I drew up these plans here. This is option 1, and this is where the tunnels are. This is the inner loop, this is the outer loop as it exists now, coming along here, and this is the station area, right, this curve right here, which I know is blurry, and I apologize. This right here is the wall separating the two rooms, and this is how we're going to get into the next room. I've been asked not to go through the wall, so I will be avoiding that technique, and instead what I plan on doing is a lift out bridge that goes through the doorway. All curves on this new section here are going to have to be 22-inch radius curves. And the reason for that is I need my big stuff to be able to go to the expansion, the new thing, which the new area is basically going to be a ginormous yard. But there are two schools of thought on how I get there. A double-tracked main line running along the wall here would give me a little bit more mainline run. So if we look over there, if we can get it to focus, along this wall here there'd be a small shelf, and on that shelf would basically be flat and straight track with a little bit of scenery here and there, maybe a grade crossing, maybe a little highway or something like that. And some like high desert looking stuff. So potentially some like probably a lot of sagebrush looking stuff and that kind of thing. And the idea is it'll come around here and curve right over there where the tunnels are, as we can see, if it'll focus right here. This is where the tunnel is currently. It would come here and curve. One track, if you guys can see, would go out and around this way. Go through the tunnel and exit right there and come along this way as it does currently. the other track would double back around and make use of this bit of track, which is that over there, that is already existing. This plan, and then it'll meet up in a bit of a loop. So the idea is you run a train down one track one way. So as you can see right here, I kind of showed that. It's a double track main line, and inbound trains to the next room will be going on this side. Outbound will be going on this side, and that way there's no collisions. And switches would be set up here. Could be set up here to allow for continuous running. So your trains incoming to this area of the layout would come in here and go around that way, go around the whole thing, and then come back out this way on the second track. So in theory, you would never have anything run into each other. There will in the big yard on this on the other side of the wall, there will be a turnaround track of some kind. So that's plan A, and the problem with plan A, it relies on this curve being 22 inches radius. And I'm rather worried that that's not going to be possible. I am rather worried that that curve is going to be a little too sharp. That it's not going to be 22-inch radius, that it's not going to fit. So, in case it doesn't, this is the plan I'm going to go with, by the way. In case it doesn't work out, I have option 2, which is basically the same thing. You have the track coming out and along the wall, probably double-tracked main line, and then it merges into it either merges into one right here and keeps going like it does currently, and ignores it does not double back, it just turns left, or excuse me, right, and then goes around as either a single or double track main line, coming back around here through the station. And then we have two options for how it could potentially get back over to the double track main line over there. The problem with this is that would make continuous running very, very tricky if you have more than one train going at once, because basically in order to get to the correct side here, you'd have to cross over. That means that switches will have to be constantly adjusted in order to make it work, and you'll have to pay attention to it constantly either way, unless this was a single track, which I want a double track. I've always wanted that somewhere on the thing, and yeah, but that's option 2. So you come out of the room and you go around this way or around the other way. But if you go this way, you go around the whole thing, and then you come back around this way, or vice versa. And the trouble with this, I like this one because there's space here. I don't have to duck under anything. Over here, there's not space, and I would have to duck under something. But it might be the only way to go if I can't do a 22-inch radius complete turn right here to go back down this way. So we'll see how it goes. Now, some of you may know I actually have quite a bit of narrow gauge equipment as well as standard gauge, and I would like to have some place to run it. And that is where this has come in. This is basically that room. This is the big yard that I'm going to be building, the standard gauge yard. And at the very back here, I'm thinking maybe we could have a little station, a narrow gauge station right here, that goes out on a section of layout that is sort of like double-decker or whatever, but it's also not got a helix. Because it's mountain railroading, I figure, well, in between each section in order to get up to the next level. It's a mountain railroad, so might as well just have it going up a pass. So you can see the level 1 down here. It comes along the front here, loops around, goes up onto the next level, loops around, and then goes up onto the next level and has a station at the top. And I can keep going as zigzag like that as many levels as I need to. And that is another potential idea. What did I touch? Okay. Let me just take you into the other room to show you exactly what I'm talking about real quick. So this is the other room. Focus. This right here is where the curve from that layout is going to be to the expansion, which is going to be a big giant yard sticking out maybe to about here. Big, big, huge. I have so much stuff that I don't have space for on such a small layout, and I'm gonna need to have a nice big amount of space. So what I'm thinking is it's gonna go all the way. So here is where it would start, and the narrow gauge bit, and it would come along all the way down, loop around, come up, loop around, come up, and then either have a station there or loop around and have another station here, depending. Now you'll notice something important: windows and drapes. The drapes can easily be moved to different windows, in my personal opinion. Like, all the furniture in here would have to move and everything, but that I don't think is going to be much of a problem. I will figure that out. But that's the idea. So there won't be drapes on here anymore, and the idea is the windows will be hidden by the backdrop. Nobody really uses these windows anyway. I can't remember the last time they were open. I don't even know what... Oh, it's the pool. I was like, yeah, I don't even know what you can see out of these windows, so... But that's the idea. So let me know in the comments below what you think about all of these, about these 3 plans. And I just want y'all's opinion. If y'all have any ideas for the layout expansion that I'm going to be doing, just let me know. I'd be happy to hear any questions, comments, concerns, anything that y'all, opinions, anything that y'all have got. Just hit me up in the comments below. Anyway, as far as where this channel is going, well, for the next little bit, I'm going to be working on planning for the expansion, as well as posting some videos I kind of have backed up waiting. And once that is done, I'm going to be starting work on building the new section, tearing all of this down, and putting it all back together. And and I'm taking you guys along for the ride. I'm going to be everywhere that any new place that I build is going to have scenery. I'm going to rebuild all the scenery on the old areas because I have to replace all the tracks, so I have to get to the tracks, so I'm going to have to rip up a bunch of scenery anyway. I might as well go through and kind of fix it. Some of the plaster in areas is like way too soft and also visible, and it just looks ugly, so I'm going to go through and fix it. So there's that, and like I said, I'm taking you guys along with me throughout the whole project. And there's one more announcement, and it's probably the biggest announcement this channel has ever had. As a matter of fact, it's the biggest steam locomotive ever built. So I live in Houston, right? For those of you who don't know. It is currently October something or other, and here in November, very, very soon, I am going to get the opportunity of a lifetime the big boy, number 4014, will be visiting Houston. And y'all can bet I will most definitely be going and rail fanning it. So, it'll be a 3-day event that I'll be doing all in one video. I have it all planned out. I'm working on getting it all planned out. I have a lot of it planned out, but I have to finalize it and everything. Point is, you guys are gonna absolutely love it. Trust me whenever I say this. This is an unmissable video. It'll be coming up in November. I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time that, hey, there is something absolutely massive gonna be happening on the channel. So tell y'all's friends about the channel and everything. Cause I'm gonna go get to Railfan the big boy in person. So there's that. And I'm also about to rebuild my entire layout from the ground up, as well as add on a whole bunch. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I am 100% back. So y'all can expect regular content from now on. Proper regular content. Probably weekly is what I'm going to go for. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see y'all in the next one. Later.